Alright, hello again everyone. It's been quite a while, and this video is going to be a lot different than what I've done in the past, but I was in the mood to make this kind of a video, because I've been watching a lot of videos like this on YouTube. But anyway, this is going to be the top 10-ish. I say ish because I cheated a little. NASCAR diecasts in my collection. And I had to cheat because it was a very hard list to make. A lot of them I really like. There's cars that could have been on this list that I left out for, I don't know, whatever reason. But anyway, let's get into it. Right off the bat, I have 3 honorable mentions. There could have been more, but for time's sake, this is what we're doing. 3 honorable mentions that did not quite make the list were the, 2012 Michigan win from Dale Jr., the 2002 Steve Park, mainly just because that Pennzoil scheme I absolutely loved, and the 2001 Dale Earnhardt. And this guy didn't quite make the list because there's, as much as I love the car, there's others in the collection that I just enjoy looking at more. I mean, for all intents and purposes, the black number 3 scheme didn't really change a ton through the years, so it's on there more for sentimental purposes. It was the second ever 124 scale car that I ever had, and so yeah. And I'll just show off this guy too, the 2012 Michigan win. A little bit of confetti, not a ton of race detail on him, so that's why he's an honorable mention. And like I said, Steve Park, I just always loved that paint scheme. Alright, so now to get into the actual list, at number 10 is a car from, believe it or not, this is Racing Champions. This is the 3rd ever 124 scale that I ever had. I believe I bought this at the race up in Loudon in maybe 2002. But this is his first win. Like I said, it's Racing Champions. This is number 10 more for sentimental reasons than anything else. Like the mold that they used wasn't exactly the best, but I mean, all intents and purposes, I mean, it's got opening roof flaps, hood, trunk. I mean, it's a pretty good car considering what they were. Number 9, I have the Kevin Harvick Stars and Stripes from, let's see, 2013, I think. And this is just a regular ARC. So yeah, the trunk and hood open, the roof flaps come up. But yeah, I just always really liked the Budweiser schemes that were like the patriotic theme. The reason that this is here is because I don't have the 07 Dale Jr. Stars and Stripes. Now, number 8 is the first one that I cheated on. There's 8A and 8B. So this is the 1997 Jeff Gordon Daytona 500 win. And the reason why I have 2 at number 8 is because the next car is from the same race. And this is the Dale Earnhardt car that in 97 he wrecked. And as the story goes, said it could still get fired up, so he got out of the ambulance, hopped back in the car, and he finished the race. I forgot how many laps down he was, but oh no! I'm sorry. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, this car is a grail for a lot of people for obvious reasons, just the story behind it. And I mean, the amount of detail that went into this, like actually making it look like it was a wrecked car. But yeah, if you didn't know, that mark there is actually from that accident where Earnhardt bounced off the wall, got into Jeff Gordon, and then the car took off from there. Let's see, number 7 is Terry Labonte in his Frosted Flakes paint scheme. This paint scheme, I think, anyone that grew up watching in the early mid 2000s, like, just loved. Like, this is one paint scheme that you'll never forget. It's gorgeous. So that's that. Number 6, we have a 2011 Dale Jr. Retro Diet Mountain Dew scheme. I mean, it's a throwback scheme to, who was it, Darrell Waltrip that drove this, and he ran one like this in the Car of Tomorrow era for just regular Mountain Dew. I do not have that car. I don't have any Car of Tomorrow 124s, simply because I did not like that design. The next one is the, let's see, what year? 2004 Dale Jr. Bristol win. And this is the Elite. But just really nice race detail on this car. It could have been higher on the list, but like I said, this list was pretty tough for me to put together. So now we're on number 4, which is the 2001 Kevin Harvick. This one is Revell. I got this from, I believe, Watkins Glen when I went in 2003 maybe. But yeah, I got it signed by him. The car was in a box for the California win. This is not the California win car. It's just the regular 2001 paint scheme that he ran. But yeah, that's on the list for, again, sentimental reasons. Number 3 is Jeff Gordon's 2004 Talladega win. This Pepsi scheme and the 2005 with was it Yoda was on the hood from Star Wars are probably the 2 best Pepsi schemes in my opinion. It's gorgeous and a pretty good race win. Like, you got donut marks there and there. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm a Dale Jr. fan, and at the time of that race, I was pretty bitter that Jeff Gordon ended up winning. Just under the circumstances, they ended the race under caution, all that stuff. It bringing back memories. But anyway, that one's number, number 3 on the list. I've grown to appreciate him over time, and by the time Jeff Gordon retired, I enjoyed watching him. I appreciated him a lot more than I did in my younger days. Now, number 2 is, this might surprise some people that it's not number 1, the 1998 Daytona 500 win from Dale Earnhardt. And in terms of race details, like, there's a little bit of grime that you can see down in the silver paint here. They have the valence taped up on front. And this is an Elite version as well, but everything's kind of sticky in terms of the flaps. So yeah, they do come up. But yeah, that one's number 2. Because of what it meant for NASCAR history. Now, number 1, I cheated again. There's 1A and 1B. So I'll show you this one first. This is Dale Earnhardt's Talladega win from 2000. Was his final win. And this was the first ever 124 scale car that I ever had. And yeah. Just, it was his final win. I feel like this deserves to be up in number 1. However, there is one other car that I would slightly rank above this. and that is the 2004 Dale Jr. Daytona 500. I mean, the paint scheme on this, I always just really liked it. And at the time, I was following NASCAR a lot closer than I was when I was like a regular Dale Sr. fan. In 2001, I was 11. I started watching NASCAR first races that I can remember watching were probably like 95-ish, right around there. I remember Terry Labonte winning the championship, which was the first 164 scale car that I ever had, was the Cornflakes number 5. And then as time went on, I mean, you see the black number 3 as a kid, it's like, yeah, that's cool. You start to learn, oh, he's the Intimidator, all this stuff. And so I became a Dale Earnhardt fan, and then, yeah, Junior after all that happened. And yeah, 2004, I was really excited when he won the 500. So yeah, that's why I would slightly put this over Dale Sr.'s final win. Anyway, that's the list, and can try to get them all in frame here. Yeah, like I said, there's other cars that I could have put on here. Other cars that I would have had in honorable mentions would be 2002 Dale Jr. I don't know what it is. I absolutely love the 2002 Dale Jr. paint scheme with the little cologne company. I forgot what it is, but the logo is black, like on the rear of the car, and I had just always thought that looked really cool being there over the Outlaw logo. So that would have been there. Yeah, there's other cars, maybe the 2015 Talladega Dale Jr., 2014 Daytona 500, but you know, this was a hard list for me to make, and these are the ones that I felt stuck out the most. When I look at my collection, these are the ones that I enjoy the most that are sitting there. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I completely just winged this whole video. I was in the mood to do it, so hopefully you enjoyed watching and hearing stories about how I got certain cars. And the little history behind those two, which is why I had to put them there together. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all having a good day, night, whatever it is for you, and hope the rest of it goes just as good. And I'll probably catch you in the next video, I guess. I'll see ya.